Hey everybody, I hope you're having a great day. I'm going to go over some things with you that are actually very, very good in nature. First thing is, when we took over your page, you were at approximately 54.99 likes. Since then, we've actually increased the amount of likes on your page by 300 people. 300 people a month is actually very, very good. Now, you have had some unlikes as well, but that's bound to happen. I wouldn't worry too much about those. This goes over where your likes happened, and most of those were on your page. So we're driving traffic to your page and getting the job done there. Next, we're going to talk about reach. Your post reach before we began working on your page was approximately 572 people. We have increased this to 987 people. Now, with that being said, we also took out some ads. Your average when you took out an ad before was 8. We've increased that to 26. So the post reach on organic and paid ads have vastly, vastly improved. Reactions, comments, and shares have also vastly improved. If you look here, this was at the beginning of June, and then this was after we took over. So you can see there's lots of spikes and a lot more activity than what you were having before. Reactions, there were tons of things that people liked. There were some things that people loved. And then anything as far as, hiding posts, hide posts, report spam, which you didn't have any, which is great. And then your unlike was flatlined. So that's wonderful. Your total reach, again, has increased and improved exponentially and will continue to increase and improve over the next month. Let's look at page views. Now, this is just from 7/29. You have things programmed in here. Can't get it to go where I want it to go. All right, so let's look at the 29th through now. As you can see, you've had a steady incline. There is a little bit of a decline, but it's not too bad. It's not anything I would be concerned about. And then you'll have more as well. Now, the other thing is your MadDogs.net, you're not referring anybody to your page from your website. I would highly suggest, and if you want us to do it, we can, adding some different social share features to your website because that's vital. This flatline thing concerns me just a little bit. And then actions on the page, we're trying to get, action button clicks, but we're also trying to get website clicks. It's difficult to drive traffic from Facebook to your website. It's a lot easier to drive traffic from your website to Facebook. So again, the needs for social sharing on there, and the improvement on that, I think definitely needs to get improved. And then here you can see posts. This is how I determine when I am going to schedule different posts. And then this is where you can see the engagement on different posts so that we know what's working and what isn't. And clearly what's working is getting the nuts and bolts of exactly what you guys are about, your food, your drinks, having a good time, things of that nature. That's definitely a big push right there. So, we're using hashtags, as you can see. Those all performed very, very well. And your posts and engagement are really have improved by leaps and leaps and bounds. We went in and here's kind of what we were talking about with the events page when we initially met. These are all just for the upcoming events that are out there. So we've already created these pages. There's already been some reach on it. The response on some is good. The response on others is not so good. What's not performing really well, which is a surprise to me, is the live music. It's everything else, like the karaoke, the beat the clock, the weekend events. Those seem to go over really well with your audience, whereas other things, not so much. And then videos, video views, as we put on here, these, again, when we started using video for y'all, it really did improve quite a bit. People watching the videos, people to do these things, and really engage with your page. So that's definitely something else that we did. Now, another thing that I did want to draw your attention to was in messaging. One thing that I had set up to make life easier for you all is instant replies. So what happens is if somebody messages the page, thanks for messaging us. We try to be as responsive as possible. We'll get back to you soon. If you need media assistance, give us a call. So I put the restaurant's number here and then also the web address here. And then you're getting a custom greeting as well to anybody who messages the page. And this is where you can go in and see, if we look at messages on here, to where, you know, there was some things back and forth as far as this is concerned. You know, messaging with different people who are wanting to do some co-marketing, things of that nature. So, you know, just some different things there. And then different things as far as sports bar opportunities, you know, different things that you can do to add sports to your venue. So there's been a lot of activity, and it's been really, really good activity, especially in relationship to reviews, because you really are getting quite a bit more in reviews than what you have received, and they're actually very, for the most part, very positive. There's a couple, you know, negative ones in here, but, you know, there's more than not, there's actually very, very positive ratings, and it's constant. You're also having a lot of check-ins, more check-ins than what you've had before, which I think is very important. And there's a couple other things I did want to bring your attention to. Wi-Fi. If you are offering free Wi-Fi, this is people who are connecting to your page via your Wi-Fi. And then local, this will load for me. Local is something else we can do. Now local, your top age range is 25 to 34, which is who I target most of the time. And they're online between 9 to 10 p.m. And that's anybody who's local to your business. And then that's pretty much that. Your check-ins, again, what you guys can see is your check-ins are going crazy. There was so little here, and there's so much more here. So that's huge. If people are checking in, that's giving you a lot of different leverage to drive more traffic into your location. So there's a lot of opportunity there as well. So that's really the analytics for MadDogs in and of itself. I'll go over Beer Garden in a minute. And then I do have a couple other suggestions. In addition to your swimsuit promotion, there's also a lot. I actually visited you all last week, both locations, because a lot of businesses are leveraging people playing Pokemon Go. And you guys are actually an optimum location to where you don't even have to worry about that. So you could say, purchase some lures, because you're right. MadDogs has a Pokestop right in front of it. Beer Garden has 3 all the way around it. And when I went to Beer Garden on a Wednesday evening, and it was, you know, not necessarily your busiest time, I did see a lot of people coming in and getting to go, and a lot of those people had kids, and all those kids were playing Pokemon Go. So there was literally 3 different things around there. I did a live broadcast for you all from around there as well, just to, you know, kind of drive a little bit more traffic to that. But I'll be using a few things as far as hashtags and things of that nature to drive additional traffic there, especially as we take advantage of the tourist season wrapping up and people with kids, you know, getting ready to go back to school, but taking that last vacation. And enjoying the Riverwalk and enjoying, hopefully, Beer Garden when they do that, because, you know, it is so family friendly, and it's right there, and, you know, there's so many options. So we'll be working on all of that throughout the month of August. There are some tweaks I'm going to do as far as keywords are concerned to help your rankings in Google on both pages. In addition to going over some other numbers and other strategies that we can utilize moving forward. And then, of course, if you have any questions, do not hesitate to contact me. Other than that, that's all for now. Have a great rest of your day.